Try to pick me. Hello, uplifting others. I want to talk about anxiety and what goes best with anxiety, panic attacks. So, the definition of anxiety is an emotion characterized by an unpleasant state of inner turmoil, often accompanied by nervous behavior. So, like pacing back and forth, unpleasant feeling of dread. Anxiety is not the same as fear. It involves the expectations of future threat, feeling uneasy and worry, fatigue, and problems with concentration. So, and then I have the definition for panic attacks or panic attack, which are sudden periods of intense fear that may include palpitations, sweating, shaking, shortness of breath, numbness, or a feeling that something bad is going to happen. Um, it lasts typically 30 minutes but can vary from seconds to hours. Attacks can occur due to a number of disorders: panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, post traumatic stress disorder, drug use, depression, and medical problems. And it's triggered or happens unexpectedly. Um, it's crazy because I got everyone know that I've been abused as a child, and honestly, I didn't get help as soon as possible. I didn't, and I struggled. I'm pretty sure I struggled with a lot of those things as a child in my teenage years before I was in that dark depression. I'm pretty sure like I struggled with a lot of stuff and I didn't even know it, and I just like dealt with it. The first time I actually like learned about panic attacks is when one of my family members started having them, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, it's a scary thing for the person that's actually having a panic attack, but someone that's right there. And I was right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what's going on. And so, due to it being so bad and severe, like, you're thinking, like, oh, it's a heart attack or something like that. So, I went to the hospital with that person, and that's when we learned that my family member had a panic attack, and that family member had panic attacks all the time. It was like it was draining, but I learned how to help that family member, like breathing. Breathing techniques are the best. It can calm anyone down. So like what I do is like breathe, and like I count to three, deep breaths, calm down, it's okay, and you just reassure that person that it's okay, like nothing's happening, everything's okay, and that that helped. And I know like every time that person had a panic attack, either I was there or I was called, and you just talk to the person, you just talk to them, and you just be with them. That's how I learned about panic attacks, and then anxiety and all that other stuff came after. Like actually, when I really educated myself on it, it's a hard thing to go through. Anxiety, depression, panic attack, disorder, or just a panic attack. It just happens so randomly. Like you could be having an okay day, a good day, and then all of a sudden, boom, a panic attack, and it's so scary. And you have to just either know what's going on and you have to calm yourself down if no one's around you, or you have to have someone that understands, and you have to have like, and they have to be there for you and calm you down and rub your back and just be there. And that's what I did for that family member. And after a while, from going to the doctors and being on medication, they don't really experience the panic attacks anymore, which is a good thing. Thank God for that. I feel like a lot of us struggle with things that we either are uneducated about, or we just don't know. If we don't know something, then we could be going through it silently until like it gets really bad. And I know for myself, I struggle with anxiety, like social anxiety. I have that. I know that I do. Like I haven't gotten any like professional help, not yet for that, but I just know that I do. I don't like being around a lot of people, so that comes with anxiety and your mind just going crazy. Like your mind is really just, you're thinking about everything. Everything. And if you're thinking about everything, what's your heart gonna start doing? Beating fast, and it can cause a panic attack. Because you're wondering why my heart beating fast, wondering why this is happening, and then a panic attack happens. It's mental health it's a scary thing, and a lot of people are in denial about it because who wants to have these problems that you have to be on medication for? When I first started getting professional help when I was a teenager, I was put on medicine. And I didn't like the medicine at all. Like I didn't like sleeping for some reason. And I didn't want to take the medicine, so I didn't. Like the medicine made me feel so drained. Even if I took it at a reasonable time at night and I woke up the next morning, I was still tired, so I didn't like taking it. So I stopped. I wouldn't advise no one to do that, but that was just me, and I just dealt with it. And now, as like I'm at the age I am now, I still struggle with anxiety or whatever. And some days I, become depressed and I'm just going through it. But I know it's helped me a lot is like praying and just venting to someone that you trust can also play a big and major part in it all. Like I know that if you don't understand something and somebody's going through it and you're just gonna look at them like not all people, but some people look at them like, are you like you're like what the hell's going on with you? Or what the heck's going on with you? And then that person that's going through the anxiety and depression and the panic attacks, they're gonna feel all alone. And what do you do when you feel all alone? We sometimes cope with things that are not healthy for us, and that's never good. And I feel like we just have to educate ourselves more. If we educate ourselves more, we can help our loved ones that are going through it, or we can like, oh my gosh, they're showing signs of this, and you see it in a way that they can understand and grasp it. Like maybe you need to see someone, maybe you need some help. I'm there for you. We just have to be like that. Like we don't want our loved ones and our friends to suffer with mental health problems by themselves. Who wants to go through something by themselves? If I had said something sooner about me feeling the way I felt about everything that went on with me, and that it just, but the crazy part about me and my depression, I'm not talking about depression, but like it plays a part in everything I'm saying. When I was going through that phase, and I could have been depressed for years, but it just got to that point of me like trying to push everything to the back of my mind, or not trying to think about it at all. So it built up and it built up and it built up until like I exploded in a sense. And like of course you have to go through things to learn and to get you to or through whatever you have to get through. Life lessons. You have to learn stuff. You grow and you learn and you can help other people along the way. So by me going through what I went through and knowing that I went through it alone because I didn't say something sooner or nobody didn't recognize. Nobody wants to be going through mental health problems, so you just in denial about the whole situation. And your family can become in denial, your friends can become in denial. Everyone struggles, especially if you've gone through trauma or you've just been through anything in life and you cope in different ways. It plays a part. Just like, for instance, if you've been through something and you abuse alcohol or drugs and you get yourself clean and you have to face panic attacks head on, the flashbacks, you have to face that head on. And what can you do to fix it? You can take medicine. You can vent to someone. You can get professional help. You can do a number of things. But if the people around you are not as supportive as you would like them to be, or they don't educate themselves on everything that's going on, you're going to struggle by yourself. And who wants to struggle by themselves when they had a possible support system, but they're uneducated about it? Mental health problems and issues, anyone can have it. And it could be someone that had a normal childhood. It could be someone that didn't have a normal childhood, could have been abused in any type of way, anything. And we deal with everything internally, and we just do things that we think are okay at the moment because it feels good and it helps. But it's not helping until we get to the bottom and the root of the issue. So we have to talk about it. We have to get through it. In my family member's case, like, there's been nights, endless nights in the past where I had to stay up until they went to sleep. And that barely happened because they couldn't sleep because they were scared to go to sleep. And then you're wondering what's going on with you, and you're wondering, like, I know they wanted that because they asked me that, like, what's wrong with me? And it's like, you have these struggles. And seeing that head on, like, face to face, like, right there, being in that moment with that person is like the worst feeling in the world, because you don't want your family members to be hurting and going through mental health problems. But you also have to be there for them. And you can't let your emotions and your feelings of anything get in the way of helping them. So you have to help them. You have to educate yourself. You just have to be there. Like, it gets me emotional because we struggle. We, meaning people. Doesn't matter what race. If we're a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, we all struggle with different things, in a lot of cases mental health. So we just have to just be there for each other, help each other. If we educate and just be supportive, everything will be much better than what it is in any family, in any situation. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Like, let's have a conversation about this. Thank you for watching.